of the Lando Project. I'm your host, Lando Payne. I'm so glad you could be joining us on this fine Sunday afternoon as we are here to give you guys all the movie news that happened over this past week, our movie news reviews of the like. And as always, I am joined by the marvelous people of the Lando Project. I'm talking about first, Miss Lila.
Hey.
And of course, I always got the big dog himself, BC. What's up, big homie? Big cheese.
My man, what's popping? What's going on? What's happening? I missed y'all last week. I was so sad.
Yes. We were not here last week. I had some stuff I had to take care of last week, so we did not have an episode. But we are back now. We are back here. We are back for your listening pleasure. And also for your viewing pleasure if you're looking at BC over there, because my God, does he look amazing this morning.
I know. Look, I got my beard all cut up, so I look, like
What's
on point
fresh?
now. Finally, I don't look like a fucking bum. Oh shoot, I'm trying not to cuss as much. It doesn't work as well.
Oh man. Okay, so I'm lagging pretty hard right now. And Miss
Are you?
Lila, how have you been?
I've been good. It was my birthday. I turned 24, everyone.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to you.
you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. So what'd you do?
I went out to get sushi. I bought my computer. My mom's buying the other half of it. So that was my present. And I'm getting like a little office. I'm very excited.
Aw, an
Yeah.
office to work on all of our amazing
Yes.
TikToks and Instagram reels, which if you guys have not checked out, please go into the Lando Project TikTok and also the Instagram because they are fire.
Yes, they are.
They are fire.
I'm,
And
I'm going to get some sushi tonight, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that in honor of your birthday.
Thank you. I
what
feel like so honored and appreciated.
what is your favorite sushi roll?
I like the ones with, I like salmon. So anything with a salmon like on top or in it,
Yeah.
I'm usually fine. I'm not really a fan of cream cheese. So if it's like got cream cheese and salmon, I probably won't be down for it.
I like the deep fried chunks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mine. My favorite one is it's called the rock and roll.
Yeah.
I know those rolls.
Yeah. I don't know what's in it, but
No, you don't need to.
It's so good.
You don't need to. Question: Are we having? Are we audio good?
Oh.
The reason why I
question.
asked this is
Y'all-
because I am moving currently into a new studio right now, so we may have a little bit some technical difficulties as normal as we do the transition.
Yeah, it sounds all good. I just checked it on the YouTube live. We're all good. Posting
Yeah,
the links to it on our Facebook right now.
sounds
On the
sexy.
social media. Yeah.
Sounds
it's on the
sexy.
social media manager.
Well, guys, like I said, we are here to give you guys all the movie news over the past week, and we do have some things to talk about. As you've seen from the thumbnail, the biggest thing to drop this week was the Black Panther Wakanda Forever movie, and we will be giving you guys our kind of a spoiler conversation later on into the episode. But before then, we had some not so great news, some not so happy news, some news that actually hurt me as a Batman fan, and that was with the very sudden passing of, to me, the definitive Batman himself, Mr. Kevin Conroy. Passed away young, age 66 years old, but I believe he was surrounded by family and everything. So, yeah, we had the passing of Batman. BC. BC, you good, dog?
Yeah, go to Lila first.
Okay, go to Lila first. Lila, do you know who Kevin Conroy is?
And he was the voice of Batman, right?
Yeah. Do you remember watching the Batman
I watched-
animated series?
I watched a few when I was little. They were kind of scary for me because they were really intense for me as a kid. I know I watched. I was on Scooby Doo, so I was really not ready for the Batman animated series. But
Oh. I hear you. Well, no, so Kevin Conroy, he got his first with the Batman animated series. One of the bigger, I would say, breakthrough kind of guys, breakthrough artists, especially for the LGBTQ community. He was a gay man, of course, and coming from a theater
Who was?
background. Kevin Conroy.
Batman was gay?
Kevin Conroy, yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, man, Kevin Conroy. Kevin Conroy, and I was just saying, he kind of was one of the first like big name voice actors. Like really took it further with it. But
I honestly did not know that at all.
yeah, actually, great story about it. Whenever he first was auditioning for Batman, he used the fact that he had to closet himself as a way to create the duality from Bruce Wayne and Batman.
Oh, I love that.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
wow. Yeah, that really is. I never even thought about that.
Yeah, man. But Kevin Conroy, like I said, man, I'm a huge
Yeah.
Batman. I'm a huge Batman fan. Always have been. And when hearing the news that he passed, we have a lot of people that pass away. It's a natural part of life. Is death, of course. But when I heard he passed away, that one shook me. I'm a huge Batman guy, and to me, as much as I love Christian Bale, I love Ben Affleck, I love Michael Keaton. Kevin Conroy's fucking Batman. That voice in itself, to me, he was Batman. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. Tough loss indeed. Tough
Yeah,
loss indeed. DC, you heard
it
the
does.
news?
It really sucks. I heard that yesterday, and I was. It kind of came out of nowhere. That's not what I would be expecting at all because he's been everywhere lately. They were talking about him doing the Caped Crusader, the prequel to the Batman the Animated Series, and they were still trying to shop it around to other places and whatnot. So I was really hoping that we'd actually end up getting that. So it really sucks, and it was just so sudden. And I'm with you. He is definitely always in the conversation for the best Batman. Like he is up there, and he really is going to be missed because I loved seeing him on the video when he showed up on the video games as Batman. He was in Crisis. We got to see him do a live action version of Batman.
Man. We talked about the Arrowverse is pretty much over at this point, but one of the things I'm just glad that they did was finally give Kevin Conroy his shine as a live action Batman.
Mm-hmm.
He looks nothing like I would assume a Batman to look like, but just the way that his voice, it doesn't matter. When you hear the voice, that's him.
Did you see that? Have you seen that video of him and the dude who did the Superman voice? And they're having like an argument in an apartment or something.
It's not Alan Tudyk.
No, it's not Alan Tudyk. It's I can't think of his name.
He does Green Lantern. He's notorious for Green Lantern. I can't remember who the guy that does Superman is at the moment, but I know I did see the video because they did bring Alan Tudyk into like a second or third part.
Yeah,
that was great. But no, you're right. I mean, this guy did Batman. Like I said, I can't remember the year, but 1990 essentially, all the way up until I believe it's just about 3 years ago is when he did his last portrayal. But I mean, from Batman Animated Series to Justice League Unlimited, Batman Beyond, the Arkham games, all of the prominent DC animated movies. This guy, he carried that. He recognized that fans wanted him to do it, and essentially, him and Mark Hamill. Mm-hmm. It was him and Mark Hamill, And how dope is it that Mark Hamill has two characters that are so iconic to him? Like James Earl Jones, right? But Mark Hamill's Joker and Kevin Conroy's Batman, to many people, those are the definitive iterations of those characters. Even till this day, when I hear someone try to imitate the Joker laugh, the bar is with Mark Hamill. The bar is to Hamill's. And whenever I hear anybody trying to do a Batman, they got to match or get close to that bar that Kevin Conroy put up there. One of the great impactful voice voice actors. He will be missed for sure. So yeah, anybody else got anything else to say for Kevin? This hurt me, man.
It did. It really did. And it's insane if you look at his filmography. It literally starts with Batman. There's one thing called Chain of Desire that he did in 92, and then 93 Batman Mask of the Phantasm. Now he did do some television way early before he became Batman, but like if you look at the movies, he's Batman. That's about it.
He's Batman. He's Batman, man. I mean,
and then once he becomes Batman, it's the rest of his thing. It's
He
just
never
Batman,
stopped.
Batman, Batman.
Can't stop, won't stop, bro. It's kind of like Peter Cullen with Optimus.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know, and when we talk about these, I'm about to go on like a little voice actor kind of spill. This is kind of the reasons why, when we talk about things like the Mario movie, I wish they would continue to use the actual people that voice these characters, because well, here's not why. Okay, I shouldn't say original.
Yeah, I don't
They
know.
should
I don't know
maintain
if
it.
we can listen to Mario's voice for 2.5 hours.
Well, no, let
That's-
me finish what I was going to say. I was going to say, no, I didn't mean to say original characters.
Yeah.
We should continue to use voice actors
Yes.
Yes.
for animation. I don't
Yes.
need to hear a name for a voice actor role. These voice actors, they are professionals in what they do. And I just hope that they were to continue to keep on using these voice actors. I don't like to see voice actors shoved out of roles just to give it to like a Chris Pratt, right?
Yeah.
Because of the name recognition, because I'm not going to go see Mario for the name recognition. But
No,
when we talk
Mario
about-
is the name.
Mario is the name.
I'm seeing it
And-
for Mario, not Chris Pratt.
The only one that gets the exception is Matthew Lillard.
I was about to bring him up.
Matthew
I was about to
Lillard is
say,
one of the few exceptions.
He is Shaggy.
Because
That's
he is
Shaggy's
Shaggy.
new voice. I was about to say
He is Shaggy, and
I
I love
could
how
go
they
on
brought.
about that one.
I love how they brought him back for the that DC game, the Batman, not DC game, the.
Multiverses, yeah.
The multiverse.
Which Kevin Conroy is also Batman in.
Oh, dude, I gotta go buy it today.
It's free.
Is it free?
Yeah, you can just download it.
I'm gonna download it today.
Now you have to pay for like extras in the game, but it's kind of like Warzone. Like you can download it and play. You don't have everything though. Like you only get certain characters. You got to go either pay for them or whatever.
Gotcha. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Kevin Conroy, for all that you've done for redefining Batman for all of us to just listen to. You will be missed. I got a Batman poster.
Well, thank you, Kevin Conroy. You're gonna be missed. I have a poster.
I have a poster. Moving on from Kevin Conroy, of course, we did have some other big
I have
news.
a poster.
And the poster. We do have some more DC news here, and this is kind of continuing with the story about James Gunn and Peter Safran taking over as the new co-CEOs, co-chairs of the DCU. This is going to be difficult for me to get out of that DCEU thing.
I'm not getting out of. I don't care what anyone's DCU doesn't make sense.
Detective Comic Universe.
No, sorry, no.
I mean, it was also the name of their app.
Well, the app's dead, right?
The app is
DC
dead.
Universe. I liked the app. I don't know why everyone hated that day.
I like the app.
I thought it was great.
It's crazy that the best parts of the app are still what's on HBO Max.
Yes.
Well, that's good.
Except for not the Thing. Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing. Yeah. I liked Swamp Thing.
I like Swamp Thing.
And I was really pissed off at them. I was like, why the fuck? Like, I get, okay, you canceled it because it was expensive and you're still going to air the season. Well, thank you for airing the season. Unlike, some of your movies that you just cancel and I don't get to see. That
You
girl.
walk away.
But what I did get mad at, I was like, you canceled this show before you aired it. So you had time to cut the post-credit scene off the finale that hyped up a season 2 because you knew you weren't going to do a season 2.
Oh, that's
Why?
bullshit.
Why did you leave a post-credit scene
You
on?
still got your hopes up?
I was going to say that's fucked up of them.
That's really messed
That
up.
was like mean.
I
Well,
know. Like
so
they
anyway-
canceled it before season 1, episode 1 aired. Like 2 or 3 days before it aired. They're like, oh, by the way, this show's canceled. We're not doing a second season. And then they put a post-credit scene to hype up the second season.
Well, hopefully that doesn't happen with this new regime here. As we got Peter Safran and James Gunn, they have just recently taken to Twitter, I guess, and they were talking about some stuff. They were talking about what they're going to be up to. So they kind of took over as the people in charge November 1st. So they're in the building. They're actually working now, and they had a few things to say. So pretty much, long story short, is James Gunn and Peter Safran said that they're developing an 8 to 10 year plan for the DC universe, which is going to expand to just not only movies, but animation, TV, and also video games, right? Video games as
Ooh.
well. I guess it's all going to connect. They're kind of taking that Star Wars approach where everything is essentially. I don't know if essentially it's going to be canon, but everything will at least be connected in some sort of way or fashion.
I like that.
Right? Yeah, that sounds pretty good. So, Lila, you hear this news? You're saying that you like that. You hearing this news about this 8 to 10 year plan? Does this give you hope that the DC properties are kind of going to find their way with this kind of leadership? Is this what you would want to see from these
I
DC
would.
properties?
I would like to see more DC games. I really like the DC video games. I think that's like, oh, well, right now maybe their movies will suddenly be their high point for me with this new management. But those were their high points for me personally. I thought the movies were always, I mean, the games were better than the movies for a while, and I was like, that's like crazy that y'all can do that.
Well,
But-
Lila, it's great you brought that up because this was called a segue. BC, go.
You playing Gotham Knights?
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
I was like,
I love it so
I
much.
love DC video
Now
games.
that I figured out how to beat Mr. Freeze's bitch ass,
Did you finally beat him?
I finally beat that son bitch. What I didn't realize was when you're doing the extra side quests, that's what levels up your characters. I wasn't doing that. I was only doing like the main story stuff, so I wasn't leveling up at all. So when I ran into Freeze, I was still a noob, and it was taking me 45 minutes to get him halfway through his fucking life. But then I went and spent like 2 nights just leveling up Batgirl, and I went in there and beat that some bitch in 5 minutes. I leveled her up to like 45.
So wait, is it you could pick who you want to play with at the time?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anytime you want, you can just go back to the cave and swap out whoever you want to be.
Who's your favorite character to play with?
It's hard.
I'm guessing it's not Red Hood.
It is Red Hood, but I don't like the design of Red Hood.
What do you mean? The look?
Because they made him this big hulking brute motherfucker.
Oh, so he walks slow.
No, he's still fast.
He's
But
just unpleasing to look at.
To me, the definitive Red Hood now is Cullen from Titans. And he's a smaller little dude.
No.
Oh, bro, he's such a badass.
Ah.
You even watch Titans?
I watched the first couple of episodes and I gave out.
Okay.
But then I saw the dude who got,
your opinion means dick. You can stop talking.
Nope. Definitive Red Hood is from the animated series.
Again, even in the animated series, he's not this hulking brute, though.
You're right.
Like the version of him in Gotham Knights reminds me more of Hawk from Titans. Like he even looks like Hawk from Titans.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So and so that's why I'm like, I don't really like him. But Batgirl is dope as shit.
Yeah.
Whoever they got voicing Tim Drake, I don't really like his voice, so I don't like him that much. But his moves are really cool.
To be fair, Tim Drake is kind of like the least favorite of all the Robins.
That's true.
Yeah.
Even Damian gets more love than Tim Drake.
Oh, Damian gets a lot more love than Tim Drake.
Yeah, because they've got Tim Drake on Titans now, and I'm like, I really want to like you. I don't though, bro.
Why did you do that?
He's like the misfit. He's like the middle child, honestly.
Yeah.
No one really cares about Tim Drake.
Bruce.
Even though he's tough as Red Robin. Yum. I can't help but say it. I always have to do that.
I was good. It was a good time.
Yum. I am a poster.
So you're like Gotham Knights.
I love Gotham
dude.
Knights.
I heard a lot of negative reviews on Gotham Knights.
I bet it is bad. I bet it is bad.
I mean, I bet it is bad, but
I don't care.
I like the
yeah,
art
no.
They kind of took
great.
what Spider-Man did,
Okay.
and they didn't do it as good, and they took what Marvel's Avengers did, and they did it a little better.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the in between of those. Like there's certain things I hate. Like you can't just jump when you're fighting.
Is it Rocksteady?
I don't know.
They're the ones who made the Arkham games, right?
Yeah, it's not connected to Arkham. I know that.
Really? I thought this followed up after Batman.
Suicide Squad versus the Justice League will be connected to Arkham.
Which sounds sick.
Yes, but
So
Gotham
that's why
Knights
it's so
is
cool.
not, which is why they tried to change up a couple things a little bit to make it a little bit different. And I get it.
Okay.
They wanted to but you already had a good engine. You should have just stuck with it.
Yeah.
You know,
I like the Rocksteady engine. The Rocksteady engine was solid, man. The Arkham engine was pretty good.
because I've realized one of the reasons I like Batman so much is the Bat family. I kind of love the Robins. Like they're fucking
I
dope.
love the
Oh,
Robins.
they're dope.
I've
They're
always
dope,
loved the
man.
Robins.
And that's what I'm wanting from the movies to finally do is give me
Me too.
a Robin.
You know what, man? So, one of the things I started watching this week was Succession.
Great show.
You've seen it.
Yeah. Few
Okay.
episodes.
I
Some people
just
like way
I binge watched all 3 seasons this week.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
This show is so fucking dope. If they can do a Batman show like this, because essentially the way that this show is, you have this pretty much this tycoon, this mogul. He's the most expensive guy in the world, and he has his 3 kids, and the 3 kids all have issues, but they're all trying to figure out who is going to take over the empire.
Oh, I see what you're going as.
Right?
I like that.
They could easily make a Batman Bat family storyline out of that. With
10,000%.
who is going to take up the mantle of Batman,
Yeah.
or who is going to be the protector. That would be super tough. I would like to see that.
I would love to see that.
And then you bring in like legitimate Damian Wayne to just be
Yeah.
like, "Yo, I'm actually the kid, and I'll actually kill you."
Yeah. I'm excited, you know, with all this like connectivity that they want to bring in and their 8 to 10 year plan. But I do slightly worry because of Star Wars.
Star Wars.
You know,
Yeah.
Star Wars has said we're going to connect everything, and then you start
Got
putting
a
out
little-
stuff, and you're like, "Oh, that's a little weird to be contradictory."
Yeah.
Yeah. So especially with games.
Yeah.
Games is where I go. Your games shouldn't. Just do your games themselves.
They should have
Okay.
their own plot lines. They should be
Yeah.
their own kind of thing. Because when Star Wars also did books. I don't know if y'all know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
They had books, and they
Yeah.
were madly contradicting. They were
Mhm.
good books, but I think they had so many people working on the Star Wars story that like they weren't talking to each other. So like
Exactly.
no one really knew
Now-
what happened or what didn't happen.
Now, I do think DC it has plans to do it better, but
I
the
hope so.
thought worries me.
Yeah.
Well, they can always look at what Star Wars did as kind of like the 1.0.
Mhm.
Obviously, they take what worked, they take what didn't work, and they understand that once you start to say that these things are canon,
Mhm.
people hold that
can't-
stuff really seriously.
And that goes into saying a lot of the stuff with the CW shows that are probably not going to be around much longer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it also worries me personally, it worries me for Titans. And I worry about the people that love Doom Patrol.
I like Doom Patrol, man.
Yeah.
I honestly do
Mhm.
like Doom Patrol. I don't. What was the other one that they still make? No,
Stargirl just got canceled.
Stargirl just got canceled. Okay.
Yeah.
And then so the last one.
And you know what? I felt bad at first, and then I was like, "Ooh, I haven't even watched this season," so I kind of
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
And I like Stargirl. I think Stargirl is a very good show. I completely forgot about it and haven't checked it out.
It was poorly
and that's
marketed.
that's the thing. The marketing has been bad, but that's a
Yeah.
lot of CW shows. CW
Well,
shows, their
oh,
marketing
It's
isn't that great.
awful.
When I was reading the report, they were talking about the end of CW. They were saying, believe it or not, the average age of the CW shows. If I were going to sit there and say, Lila, what do you think the average age of viewers watching CW was? What would you say?
Ridiculously young. Because the
Okay.
biggest thing is like Riverdale and was Nancy Drew. They just canceled Nancy Drew. But it's
Give me like a
Riverdale.
3-year age. 3-year age.
Like 16 to 18, maybe.
16 to 18. BC.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's 25 to 30.
25 to 30. The report came out. The average age watching CW was 58 years old.
Oh damn!
Was 58 years old.
No fucking way. What are y'all
How?
watching on there?
How? Also,
man,
if that's the case,
But you know what? You know what? My mama is 70 some odd,
uh-huh.
and she loves Riverdale.
Yeah.
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 Because
That's so
she
cute.
likes her soaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
is
You
a
know,
soapy
and
show.
that's
But
what
there's-
those are soap operas with DC paint jobs, soap operas with
Mhm.
supernatural paint jobs, soap
Right.
operas with
Mhm.
Riverdale paint job.
Right.
Yeah.
Hopefully, well, I just brought that up because obviously, whoever they were marketing that show for, the target audience isn't actually who ended up with the ball here. Like,
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't
it
think
went-
I don't think their Gotham Night show was gonna fit.
I don't think their Gotham Night show is going to make it to series.
I don't either.
That Gotham Night
I don't
show,
know. I don't know how it made it to trailer.
all that Gotham Night show did was ruin my expectation for the video game.
It makes sense.
Which
even
is
though it
unfair.
has nothing to do with the video.
I know it has nothing to do with it. I understand that.
That was bad marketing. They
But
should
the
have
trailers
changed that.
dropped. The trailers dropped within a week or two of each other. They both had the same logo. They both. It was everything was exactly the same. And I'm just.
Not
But
even
then
a
that
new
trailer
logo.
happened, and I'm like, okay, who the hell is this abandoned kid that Batman found that's not named Dick Grayson, Red Hood, Tim Drake, or Damien?
Yep.
Yo, what? That show is going to be. I don't care if it's actually the greatest show ever. Trash.
It looked like
It
there's
looked
no way.
Okay,
that
it didn't look good, but most CW shows don't look good. Like, when have you ever really seen like
I'm
a
gonna say,
fully
man,
That is fair because when they first were producing Arrow, I sat there
was
and
good.
said this looks like shit.
I thought it looked better in the earlier seasons because then once like it started going,
See, I was mad
Girl.
because I was a Smallville fan
I was
and I
too.
liked the Green
Mhm.
Arrow from Smallville.
This
And
is
then-
And
us.
so I was really like, no, I'm not watching this because
Your,
he's
your Aquaman is now Hawk.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I almost said a spoiler there, but yeah. I love Titans. I really love Titans.
Is it not Hawk?
He
Is he not
died.
Hawk?
He died.
That's the guy who plays Hawk.
He died?
Aquaman.
Yeah, he died.
Oh yeah, Hawk dies in the first season or some shit.
No, third season.
Hawk.
Oh,
It's
The actor got a little busy with the Jack Reacher, so
he did get busy. He did get busy. Which is also funny because wasn't Justin Hartley, who was Green Arrow in Smallville,
yeah.
Yeah.
wasn't he going to be an Aquaman? They were
The
making
show? The
They
movie?
were making an Aquaman show.
Yes, he was. Yes, he
They
was.
were.
They
Yeah.
were making an Aquaman show, and he was Aquaman, but the show never took off.
Mhm.
And then he got replaced with Jason Momoa. Oh my god, I would never recover. That'd be so embarrassing for me. Like,
But yeah, that's what happened. And then of course Entourage, they made their own Aquaman movie.
Which was obviously the best
It
Aquaman
was the
choice.
best Aquaman movie of all time.
Phenomenal. Speaking of DC movies, though, and the mapping out of the 8 to 10 years, I saw something. My buddy, who is one of those crazy Zack Snyder people, said that Snyder's coming back for something. Have y'all heard anything about that?
No.
no.
I haven't, but I
My
would
worst
not be
nightmare.
opposed to it. I want him to finish Rebel Moon first.
That would be nice.
Rebel Moon, the more that I hear about Rebel Moon, the more that I'm very intrigued.
So my buddy got all excited in our group chat, and then every one of us were like, dude, shut up. Snyder sucks.
Whoa!
I'm not the biggest Zack Snyder fan.
Whoa! I actually like some of those movies, man.
Like,
Man of Steel.
it's okay. It's
I'll give him
it's
Man of
kind of
Steel.
down. I mean, it's not bad. Man of Steel's not bad. It's just not great.
Love Man of Steel.
I was gonna say it's definitely probably
Okay,
his
so-
best one.
So that's one.
Yep. 300. I love that movie.
Trash.
I love that
Okay.
movie.
Absolute trash.
I do like Watchmen.
Watchmen, I will give you. It is
like
niche.
Watchmen.
It is niche though. Like I understand the like for it, but
I like Watchmen.
Sucker Punch is a great movie if you turn the volume
Sucker
off.
Punch is incredible.
I don't like Sucker Punch. I don't
Sucker
like Sucker
Punch
Punch.
is incredible. I
don't think you heard what I said. I said it's a great movie if you turn the volume
You
off.
turn the volume.
Yes. Yes.
The Army of the
100%.
Dead that he just made. I really like that.
It's a fun little okay movie. Again,
Guess what?
I don't think
liked it more than Thor: Love and Thunder.
that's true.
Liked
But
it
that's
more than
not saying
Multiverse of
much.
Madness.
Got a little goofy with Thor: Love and Thunder.
So I rewatched both of those, and once my expectations are gone, I actually enjoy them more.
I bet.
But the Army of Darkness, yeah, they're fine. You know,
I
Netflix
did like Snyder.
movies.
I
Yeah,
did like the
cool.
Snyder cut. I really did love the Snyder cut.
Thought that
It's
was too
good,
long.
but again, the Snyder Cut's not something. It doesn't have a lot of rewatchability. It's 6
I would
fucking
watch.
hours.
I would
All
watch
right, I
that.
can't. I'm not going to sit down and give 6 hours to a movie.
I will watch the
The
Snyder
movie
cut
shouldn't. It shouldn't be
before-
6 hours.
before I would watch Avengers 1 and Avengers 2.
Lando. That's
Dead
fucked
ass.
up.
Dead
That's
ass.
fucked. You
Why?
are an Age of Ultron anti. I loved Age of Ultron. I can't.
I don't
I
like
love
Age
Age
of
of
Ultron.
Ultron.
I
I
love
love
Age
Age
of
of
and
Ultron.
I
Nope.
love the first Avengers. The first
Trash.
Avengers.
Me too. The
was
first
so
Avengers
good.
is classic.
I
was
just
gonna
don't
say-
think the first Avengers holds up as well as I thought it was going to. And I did rewatch
Maybe
Avengers.
not.
I watched it 3
I was
months
gonna
ago.
say- was
I
gonna say maybe not.
rewatch Avengers probably 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 times a year.
That's how I am.
I was
about
gonna
Man of
say,
Steel. Put it
That's
all
me with
in.
Age of Ultron. I
Hans
fucking
Me-
Zimmer,
loved it.
Hans Zimmer, take me away with that beautiful Superman score.
I do
You and
that.
your-
Yeah, yeah. I actually pretty much just watch anytime a new MCU movie comes out, I rewatch the MCU. So
Yeah, but I'm just saying I do like some of Zack Snyder's movies. Is he a little pretentious? Of course.
Oh,
To me, he's just a little bit more of a refined Michael Bay.
Lord have mercy, is he pretentious? When I did editing classes, my teacher would not shut up about that man. That's probably
Okay,
why I
there's
don't really
worse
like him.
directors. There are worse directors out there.
That's probably why
Michael
I don't
Bay,
really like him, because he was like my
substantially worse.
standard. Oh well, yeah, but I just don't like that Zack Snyder was my standard, so I have like a weird kind of vendetta against him because they were like, you need to edit and do like Zack Snyder, and I'm like, what if I don't want to? She's like, well, he's the standard here, so he was not my favorite guy for like personal reasons.
I understand that. I can feel you on that. That's how I was about James Cameron at first, because my film teacher was like, we got to watch all of James Cameron's shit, and I was like, I don't want to watch Titanic.
No,
Please,
me neither.
Please don't do that to me.
I was going to say, godly.
I remember. Do you remember when Titanic first came out on VHS and it had the 2 VHS tapes?
Yeah.
I knew right then and there I was going to hate that movie.
You know what's funny? Do you remember when DVD first came out? Lila probably don't remember. Or I don't even know if Lila remembers VHS.
I was at the tail end of it. I have VHSs. Like,
When Robin Hood Prince of Thieves, I got it on DVD.
Oh yes.
When DVDs first came out.
Oh yes.
And it was one of the ones that you had to put in there and then halfway through, flip over the DVD.
Flip over the side. Yeah, it's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. No, I think Titanic is unto itself. How does Stewie say it? It's
too
unto
into
itself.
itself.
It's into itself. I don't know how he said it.
Yeah, it's like
Stewie?
Yeah,
Stewie.
Stewie Griffin.
Man.
What was he talking about?
I don't know.
He was like, I think Titanic's like, it knew
It
would be a
sits
big movie.
upon itself. That's what he
There
says.
we go. There we go.
It-
Oh,
it-
that's not
it's-
Stewie. That's Peter Griffin talking about
Oh,
The
sorry.
Godfather.
Okay, is that okay? That's Peter Griffin. My bad.
Yeah, he's talking about The Godfather, which is arguably my least favorite scene in Family Guy. It made me so mad. I was like, no, it does not. What are you talking about, Peter?
Hey, did The Offer come out this year? The
The
Offer.
I don't know if it was this year or late last year.
God, that
but
movie made me appreciate The Godfather so much. We're
TV
getting way
show.
off we're getting way off topic here. Okay,
It's okay. We don't have a lot to talk about.
we don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, I was gonna
That
say
is-
it's
that is
slow,
true.
slow news day.
What were we talking? Okay, you was talking about that there's a new movie coming out though. That there's
Yeah, but I
there's a
can't.
DC.
Okay, I can't find anything on it, so I don't know what my buddy was talking about.
Maybe
And
your
I just
buddy
sent him a
was-
message like, "Hey, what the hell are you talking about?" Because I don't see any news about Zack Snyder coming back.
I didn't see anything like that.
I didn't see that either.
I think he might think that stuff with Jason Momoa going like Maestro, thank you,
Maestro.
or whatever.
Yeah, that did happen this week, didn't he? Where he kind of
Yeah.
had that meeting. What do you think about that? So, of course, the internet went ablaze. I'm glad you brought that up. The internet went ablaze whenever Jason Momoa said this. Now, Lila, I'm not sure if you understand what's happening here.
No.
Earlier this week, Jason Momoa had a meeting with David Zaslav himself, if I'm correct.
Ooh.
It was with Big Daddy D over there. And upon walking out, he went to Instagram, as he always does, to just spoil whatever the hell he feels like spoiling. And pretty much all he said was, "This is the biggest thing of my career. Maestro, Thank you so much. And maestro is normally a term that people use for their director. Maestro has been, many people call the director's maestro.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people think that was Snyder. Some people think it's like James Gunn.
I was going to say, why would it be Snyder?
I don't know.
James Gunn's right there.
Yeah. But people think what the meeting was about was him possibly playing Lobo.
Okay.
Which makes no sense at all.
Makes no sense.
Why would you
be a fantastic Lobo?
He would, but why would you be Aquaman and Lobo? Like
I was gonna say, is he still Aquaman? Like
Flashpoint, baby. Let's fuck it up.
I don't know if anyone else can make Aquaman cool.
No, the only reason why he was cool was because it was Jason Momoa.
Yeah. Anyone else in that role, I'd be like,
I don't know.
I don't really care. Can you make us a sandwich? We're busy. We got world-saving things to do. You should go to the kitchen, Aquaman.
When he's the master of the broshin at this point.
Exactly. The broshin is where we need Aquaman.
Yeah. But he does look exactly like Lobo.
Cool.
That's how people want it.
He looks like Aquaman to me too.
I was gonna say,
BC, don't discount a fan casting because remember that's how we got Professor X. Patrick Stewart looked exactly like that's how that happened. Patrick Stewart exactly like Professor X, and people said, "Please make this guy Professor X."
I was like 12 when they casted that, so I didn't understand casting then. So I have no idea.
But it worked out.
Hey, if that's true, all right, cool.
It worked out. I mean,
the only thing I remember about X-Men casting was everyone hated Hugh Jackman.
They did hate Hugh Jackman.
They did. They were not excited for Hugh Jackman.
I didn't care enough about Hugh Jackman to care and have an opinion on it.
I didn't know who actors were when I was that age. I was just like, "Ooh, character that I know."
That's also true. But Russell Crowe, I think, was supposed to be originally.
Russell Crowe?
It's gonna be who?
Wolverine. Before they went to Hugh. They went to Russell, and he was like, "Nah, son, I'm way too popping over here with Gladiator."
Okay. Yeah, now I'm gonna go do Robin Hood. I'm gonna do Fat Robin Hood.
Yeah, now he's Fat Zeus.
We're all shitting on him.
You know what? I do love Russell Crowe's Maximus Decimus Meridius.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're not entertained? I am very much entertained.
Gladiator is fantastic.
Well, with that being said, one thing that did come out this week, we're going to talk about Black Panther in a second. One of the movies that I just love, one of my favorite franchises that I just love, and I love it so much more than The Matrix. It is John Wick. Keanu Reeves is John Wick. I love those movies. I love all three of those movies. I don't really care to rank these movies because I just love this story. It's just a great story. Well, we got a new trailer. We got trailer number 4 that came out. And all of this awesome kick-ass-ness glory. Gung Fu glory.
Mm-hmm.
Trailer came out. We got Donnie Yen in this trailer. We got, what is the guy's name? Satomo? Sotaro? I can't remember the other Asian guy's name. It's not Ken Watanabe. I know that for a fact. But
Hero.
I think it's Sotaro. Well, he's in it. We got Morpheus is back. The Continental is back. John Wick is back. The trailer came out, BC. You had a chance to look at it, and if so, what were your thoughts on this trailer?
So I actually saw it when I sat down for Black Panther. And the first trailer opened up. I was like, "Oh, this is John Wick 4. Okay, cool." And I really liked the trailer. However, I will say that I have not seen John Wick 3 yet.
Yeah. Okay.
And his name is Hiroyuki Sanada.
I was going to say, that you were talking about Hiroyuki?
I had to get there because I knew who you were talking about. I was like, "Oh, he's Scorpion in Mortal Kombat."
Scorpion. There you go.
Yeah, and that is definitively who he is to me now. Even though I see
by Ronin in Avengers.
That's what I say. I see him from Avengers. I see him in the Wolverine, I think.
Yes. He's so dope.
Yeah.
He's so
He's
dope.
got an action face.
He's so
He has a good action
good, man.
face. You're right. Larry.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
like,
and as
he's got
soon
a
as they
bad-
go, he's Scorpion. I was like, oh, yes.
The one thing that I wish that they would continue to make movies about out of that Mortal Kombat universe was that Scorpion.
Oh yeah.
I don't care about nothing else, honestly. They could have just done, and I'm a Sub-Zero guy. Fuck all
That
that.
yeah, me too. Me too.
Make that Scorpion shit. That first 10
Oh,
minutes.
yeah.
Jesus. Okay, but anyway, you had a chance to see the trailer. You haven't had a chance to see John Wick 3, but what were your thoughts on this trailer, though?
Trailer looks really good. Trailer looks really different. I don't know why, but it feels very different, and in a way that vaguely worries me, because the first one was special. It was something really special because the first trailer came out like 2 weeks before it hit theaters.
Yeah.
And they're just like, hey, here's this this Keanu Reeves movie. It's going to be in theaters. And then it's like the greatest action film.
It's open to 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Even
and
Black Panther Wakanda ain't do that.
and I am not a fan of this. I didn't like the second one as much.
It wasn't.
So
It wasn't
so the
good.
third one, when the third one came around, I ended up not seeing it, not for any like actual reason, just I never got around to it.
Right.
And I still haven't. So now I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, well, when the new one comes out, I'll rewatch all three and then go see the new one. So but I'm very excited because I love how much fun that Keanu Reeves has in this role. Like this dude just looks like he out there just let's go have some fun and let me actually hold a gun in a movie a proper way. And everyone in the movie is like looks like they know what they're doing. I'm like, this looks more like a documentary than a movie. Like I know everything that's happening is crazy, but it looks like a documentary because everyone looks like they know how to fire guns for except for in the second one, Ruby Rose is the only one in there that looks like an actor. But I am hyped for this. I think this looks really good. Is he frozen?
I think he's frozen.
I think he's frozen.
Oh
He's
no.
either deep in thought
Or
he is frozen.
He's doing a really good game of like, you can't see me if I'm frozen.
Lila, you watched it. What do you think about it?
I know that a girl like her name's Rena, and she's gonna be in the movie. She's a
Yeah.
pop star,
Oh,
so I'm kind of nervous about that. I always
Yeah.
get nervous when my pop girls
yeah.
go into film, but I think action movies are a good like segue into film. I think they're good. You don't have to be that great, but you don't have to be like. You shouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
I don't think she's gonna be bad. I think she'll do fine. It makes me excited. Excited to see her with Keanu Reeves. That's gonna be cute.
And the thing about the John Wick movies that I like the most is they're really just fun. They don't take themselves
Yeah.
seriously, and they kind of just try and have a good time. Which I got a little worried. Like in the second one, I felt like it kind of took itself a little too seriously. And
Yeah.
from what I've seen of the third one, it looks like it's gone back to a let's just have some fun.
Yeah. That's why I think it's a great it's a good starter movie to be in for her.
Yeah. Who is she?
Rena, I don't like say her name wrong, but Rena
Let me look it up.
Sawayama. Rena Sawayama. She's supposed to play a girl named Akira.
Her
music is great.
Dylan. Oh, Rena Swan. Okay. Akira.
Mhm.
Yeah. There she is.